Good day to everyone, good morning to everyone. Hope you're all having a good Friday. I'm out here, it's a bit gloomy and grey this morning in the Manyeleti, but quite a bit cooler. I'm sure that you can see from our title that, unfortunately, the Orpen Male has passed on. He was found dead yesterday, put out of his suffering. He has been, samples have been taken away by the vets to see what the cause of the problem was. So please bear with us while we wait for those results, and then we'll give you an update once we have those. But a pretty sad time here for us who love these lions, and obviously for you guys around the world who love lions, follow the lions. He was known as Junior to everyone, the news from this side is he's unfortunately passed away. But on a much brighter note, I've just bumped into 4 male cheetah here, not too far from the lodge. Pretty exciting. We haven't seen cheetah on camera here for quite a while, so great news that I've just managed to get cheetah and 4 of them here. They're just lying up in a bit of a tight spot, let's see what they do from here. So what's great is we're starting to see these males quite regularly now. Just during the last month they've been seen a few times on the reserve, and through the last couple of years we've lost a few of our coalitions of cheetah, or male cheetah, that have moved through this area. And it's just amazing how that void, if you just give it a bit of time, always seems to get filled up, whether it be lions, leopard, cheetahs. New animals will always move into that territory, and we're just hoping that these 4 males now have started to set up a territory in this area and call the northern parts of the Manyeleti their home. They are lying up in quite a thick area for now, just taking a bit of cover. Each cheetah is positioned differently, looking in different directions. And here the beautiful call of the black-crowned chagra in the background. One of the nicer calls that you get out here. 3 of the males are lying quite close around my vehicle here, but the one's moved off, and he hasn't come back yet. You can see this male's looking out for him. You can hear them actually starting to call each other. They are looking quite lean. They haven't eaten the last couple of days, so I'm sure they'll be looking for a meal today. It's very overcast, so quite cool. As we all know, cheetah are more diurnal hunters, and with weather like this I'm sure they'll be quite active throughout the day. Wow guys, this is incredible. I've just bumped into another cheetah, quite a distance from where I've just seen the other 4. Just want to see if it's a male or female. Looks quite small in size, smaller than the 4 we've just seen. Oh, incredible. And there's actually a rhino that's walking into the sighting at the moment. Just see what this cheetah does. It's probably going to run off. No, lay low, and hoping that the rhino doesn't see it. Wow, how incredible was that? You can also hear that there's an impala alarm calling in the background here. I'm sure this cheetah was setting up to hunt this impala, and this rhino helped the impala out here. You can see the cheetah's not giving up the hunt. The impala that's calling to the left here is just a single female, so I'm pretty sure it's got a youngster with it. The youngsters often just hide up in the grass or in a bush, trying to stay safe. How incredible is that? 5 cheetah in one morning. Such an endangered cat out here, and we've managed to get 5. So as you can see, this is a female cheetah, quite a young female. So very exciting news. We haven't seen a female on the reserve for quite a while, so we've got a female on with 4 males on. This female's now got her eyes on this herd of impala with some youngsters in. But it's definitely not her morning. There's a whole group of elephants just to the left of us here. Well guys, despite all elephants around this, the female managed to kill impala lamb. The elephants are still moving around her, that's why she's just a bit nervous. But she has got a lamb there at her feet, and it is already dead. The birds are making quite a lot of alarm here. Cheetahs are always vulnerable to losing their kills, especially from hyenas, or if leopards are around, or lions. So you'll see she's very vigilant at the moment, not just because of the elephants that are around her, but also the fact that a predator might sneak up behind her. It's very typical of cheetah. They always start usually around the rump to feed, and they'll also feed very quickly, and always on the lookout for any approaching predators. Like I've been explaining to you the last couple of weeks, these impala lambs are a much easier target for the predators, so these predators usually take advantage of them at this time of the year. So you'll find that even though cheetahs have a lot smaller teeth than the other larger predators out here, it's quite easy for her to break through these bones here just because of the age of this impala. The younger the animal, the sort of softer the bones are, and especially with these very young impala, the bones are still quite soft. So it's easy for it to break open a lot of this carcass and even crack open the leg bones, rib bones, etc. It's a nice little surprise this morning. So it's not only the impala lambs that are dropping at the moment, the wildebeest are also starting to give birth. This is the first baby wildebeest I've seen, and this was literally born maybe an hour or two ago maximum. You can see the umbilical cord. Mom still has some blood, still very wet, little calf. Look how the rest of the herd's all quite excited to see the new addition. Very special. It's incredible that after such a short time that little one's up, walking, and will even be able to run with the herd. Two buffalo bulls in a beautiful little pan here around pod mahogany. It's one of my favourite watering holes. There's always something here when you come past here. I've seen elephants swimming in here, I've seen cheetah here, buffalo. A lot of general game comes to drink here, especially as it gets a bit drier. You can see this male is not so sure of us. You can see he's not an old male. The tips of his horns are still above his boss, above the middle section. So still yet to get into his prime. Whereas you look at this male, you can see the boss is more hardened, and also the tips of the horns are pretty much almost level with that boss in the middle of his head, so he's slightly older. This male in the water here. Oxpeckers on the top of his head. So what will also happen is in this pan there will also be terrapins, and the terrapins will also collect and take ticks off this guy, just like the oxpeckers are doing. Blacksmith plover in the background, or lapwing is the new name, blacksmith lapwing. You can see this guy's still not impressed with us. We are very close to the Kruger National Park border, so there is a good chance that these, well, this guy in particular, wouldn't have seen too many vehicles, and that's why he's a bit unsure of us. You can also see a hyena now between those two bushes. Probably wanted to come down for a drink, or even a bit of a... They like to also use the water to sort of swim in and cool down. Hyenas. It's quite an interesting sighting here. I'm sure if a lot of you have come on safari before or just seen through our videos, you'll notice we have a lot of dead trees out here. And this is the main cause. These elephants under the tree here. This bull and this herd are busy ring barking this tree. And what happens here is they trying to feed on a nutrient layer underneath the bark. So they'll stick the tusk into the bark and slowly strip the bark away to expose that cambium layer. The cambium layer is a sort of a transportation layer where sugar and waters are transported up and down the tree, and that's what the elephants want to feed on. And once they've removed and eaten most of that cambium, and especially all the way around the trunk, cutting off all that circulation, the tree's going to die. And then the wood is exposed to further things like fire, to termites, wood-boring insects, birds that will nest in the wood, and just eventually through years of all that activity and weakening the structure of the tree is just going to fall over with a big gust of wind or a storm or a big fire. So if you ever wondered why so many dead trees out here in the bush, this is one of the main reasons. These elephants ring barking the tree. Well, what an incredible way to end off here at SA Dam with these elephants in the back in the dam having a nice swim. It's been an incredible morning with a huge variety of game, some great interaction between that rhino and the cheetah, to see those 4 male cheetah at the start, the baby wildebeest, buffalo. It's just been an incredible morning with lots of variety, and what a good way to end into the weekend. Once again, sorry to bring the bad news about the Orpen Male. It's going to throw a big spanner in the works with our line dynamics in the north at the moment. So like I said, just bear with us while we see what actually happened to that male, and then we'll take things from there. But I hope you enjoyed this morning as much as I did, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you again next week.